my ways. Missing my girl, I ain't seen her in days. What can I say? I'm out in the bay trying to get paid.
This is such a special place. You drive through the streets of Green Bay, no tall buildings, quaint houses, and then boom, right there in the middle of the neighborhood is iconic Lambeau Field. It's all about divisional matchups on this final day of the regular season, and we've got a compelling one in store here, as it'll be the Wizards of Toronto taking on the Green Bay Packers. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. Now a play fake here on first down. Oh, he's going to take a shot right away. And got his man complete. And he'll have it past midfield almost to the 40 before being taken down. It's a gain of 34. So the big play gets him across midfield now for 1st and 10. Running behind center with Vaughn. And they'll get this to the 30-yard line before crossing over out of bounds. A good gain of 12 yards that time.
What's the old adage, partner? Don't judge the book by its cover, because this guy, he takes the mantra that he'll go down with a brisk gust of wind and sets it on its head. Great effort there to break a tackle and come up with a nice gain.
On first down, they go back to Vaughn again. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. 17 more yards on that one as they keep the drive rolling. So back-to-back big runs, picking apart this defense on the opening drive.
I thought this was a passing league. I thought this was the era we were in where the ball was always in the air, right?
They didn't get the memo.
They didn't get the memo, and I know this to be true. Offensive linemen still, to this day, they want to run the football. They want to fire out and hit people across the line of scrimmage, and they're clearing space.
Vaughn on 1st and 10. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Give him a couple on the carry there, 2nd and 8. But not much on that run, Charles.
No, that's exactly the way to execute a run blitz there. They guessed correctly that they would move the ball on the ground, honed in on it, and stopped them. Mark that down for a win in the defense's column.
Now they'll switch it up here and look to throw. Got his tight end. That's complete. That's Henry. So the completion good for 7 there. And that will bring up 3rd and 1.
Let's not quibble about the gain there on 2nd down. That was a positive play because that was a take-what-you-can-get situation. Got out to the tight end. Now it gives him much better opportunity to convert on 3rd down.
On the left side, Gallup's got it. No gain on the play. And that's going to bring up the 4th down.
Excuse my snarkiness here, but isn't the idea of completing a pass supposed to mean you get downfield and gain yards?
Especially on 3rd down.
Yeah, that one. How about the defense? Figured that one out in a big way. Yeah, they completed it all right and lost yardage.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. Here's Vaughn. They'll run for it. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Deuce Vaughn, his 5th rushing touchdown now on the year. And the Wizards have taken the early lead on the road here at Lambeau. Point after, right down the middle. And it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Hey, check that.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. That's to about the 28. Second down coming up. But you look at this defense. They come into this one in the bottom half of the NFL against the run, number 19 overall.
Stopping the run, that's been an issue for them all season long. Aren't you glad that you're not coaching the defense right now?
I'm very glad. They said that they've seen it in doses, but very, very small doses.
Yeah, you've got to be consistent. It's down in and down out, being able to play it, understand what you have to get done, and finally stop some people, put them on the ground.
Now we see the first throw of the ball game, and he's got it complete. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 11 yards for number 11. We'll see what kind of mindset they have here offensively after giving up the touchdown on the opening drive.
And based on our time with them, prior to this game, I feel like they've got a good mindset going in. In fact, the discussion that we had with the coaching staff was, we may give up some points in this game. So
there he goes, left side. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30. A big play that time on a catch and run. 30 yards.
He was not the primary target. They expected to get the ball downfield. Instead, checked it down. An old coach of mine used to say to us all the time, when they check it down, that should end the down. In this case, though, he foiled that in a big way and turned it into a big play.
And despite a nice juke there, really good move, he only gets about a yard, and it brings up second down. Here's a 2nd and 9 now from the 29. Richardson looking to throw. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it. Points 1, 2, and 3 in their defensive game plan was to get to the quarterback and knock the ball free. They did it there. Luckily, offense hangs on to it.
Yeah, that's got to serve as a wake-up call, though, because they can't afford to let the ball go over to the defense and miss opportunities. And I'm not saying it happened here, but you know what a good rule of thumb is when a play like that occurs? You know who usually recovers it? The guy who missed his block and let his quarterback get hit.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Loss of 10 as multiple defenders get to him. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive. Then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go, shh.
There is a hush indeed. And they'll get to this and touch it. Looks like, yeah, right at the 15-yard line here. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. Even though they might not find the number 1 seed next to their name come playoff time, there's not going to be very many teams, if any, entering the playoffs on the kind of run they're on. They're hot. Oh, and a bad throw there. It's intercepted. And the Packers are going to take over a couple of yards shy of midfield. So good field position for the Packers as they come up 1st and 10, just shy of midfield at the 48. Throw left side complete. That's Hayes. And he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30. Now it looks like we'll get a timeout, and we will. We've got an injured Packer on the field. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10.
60 Bison.
And he'll get this just inside the 30-yard line. The Packers had 14-2 heading into this final week. And they come in on the heels of yet another victory. That ran their win streak, Charles, up to 7 now.
And I think that last win, that established them and stamped them, to me, as Super Bowl frontrunners. They're playing with extreme confidence, and you need that in order.
And he lost the football. It's going the other way. And the return will stop right around the 25.
Thank goodness for heaters up here. And thank goodness I don't have to carry the football in this game. It's January. It's cold out there. Trying to clutch the football and absorb the hits, not easily done.
Yeah, we saw a product of the elements right there. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And for this offense, Charles, you got to think kind of crucial here to put something together on this drive, because remember last time out they threw the interception on the very first play.
And you can't afford to let this defense keep building any more momentum. They're playing awfully well, and they're awfully confident right now. To me, it's time to attack and take some of that momentum back. But make sure you're selective in doing so. Understand where you want to throw the football and make sure it's open before the ball leaves your hands.
It's on a throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. After 7-0 on EA Sports. An incomplete pass on second down. It muddles things a little bit here. This is 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Now this thrown deep for Slayton. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. And on now is the punter, as he's on to punt for the first time this afternoon. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. This is fielded at the 27. That'll be a 44-yard boot, just a yard on the return as he's covered up quickly. And it'll be Packer football here. 1st down and 10.
Come on.
About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. Right now they're on the wrong end of the scoreboard, and that won't change if this drive ends like the last one when they had that lost fumble. So you have a feeling taking care of the football is certainly paramount right now.
Yeah, and it's not just the guy who dropped it on the last drive, is it? That means everyone who might touch the ball is getting the same message. Guys, ball security, paramount. Let's take care of it, and if we do, we've got a chance to put points on the board.
Running game working. They'll stick with it on 1st down. And that one goes for about 6 as he's taken down just shy of the 45.
Consecutive positive runs for him on the last 2 snaps. He certainly appears to be trying to put the offense on his back and just move them down the field when his number is called. The way he's running it, I'd keep going back to him.
Right there, hurt.
Richardson now on 2nd down. Over the middle, and there's a diving catch. A gain there of 21 yards.
I felt that one all the way up here. How about that big man laying out and making that catch?
Yeah, that wasn't a 180-pound wideout. That was a tight end. On 1st down, Castle. And he'll follow his blockers there all the way down to the 23-yard line. Another strong gain on the last 2 plays. They've moved it a combined 33 yards.
They're making it look easy out there. Another 1st down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 1st downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success.
Dragon 60. Mustang 19.
1st and 10, it's Richardson. There's the stiff arm. And brought down, but not before they get it inside the 10 to the 7. Another nice gain, 16 yards there, and a 1st down again.
Well, this is a defense that's definitely on their heels now because they gave up the running play for good yardage 1 play ago. Now the pass here sets this offense up 1st and goal. They're going to have to dig in strong now.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. A great play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Packers are within an extra point of tying up this ball game. And he missed it. No good. And they'll remain down by a point. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away. And we'll see a return here from the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to a knee, maybe a yard shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. These guys definitely hoping for a better showing than their last appearance. They couldn't really even move the football much beyond the shadows of their own goalpost, Charles. We'll see if they can get a better, more sustained drive going here.
Yeah, and every team that we ever talk to says the exact same thing. When you start a drive from that deep in your own territory, the goal is a minimum of at least 2 first downs, because even if you have to punt then, you change the field position, right? You flip the field a little bit. They didn't get that done. This time they want to string together a nice drive and help themselves out.
So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20. A run with Vaughn out of the gun. And a very short pickup there across the 15 to the 16. Brought down that time by Quay Walker. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
He's got a man complete. And he's going to be ridden out of bounds down inside the 25. And what a big-time play there. And even 60 yards.
Despite writing it down on my notes, I never give enough credit to the offensive line, and we have to here. The protection, that's what made this play a success. Quarterback had to wait for his crossing route to develop, and that takes a little bit of extra time. Excellent job by the big fellas up front.
51 yards now on the ground on just 7 carries.
Now this is an example of breaking down a defense, because on a lot of these runs, he's getting past the point of attack, and guess what he's doing? Forcing the secondary guys to have to make a lot of tackles.
On the ground with Vaughn. Slipped one tackle, but no more as he's knocked to the deck behind the line of scrimmage. That sends him 2 yards in the wrong direction and leads to 2nd down. They'll drop to throw. This will be caught at about the 5. Able to get 9 out of that pitch and catch, but now 3rd and goal. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. Stonewalled on 2nd down. Now let's see what they can do on 3rd and goal from the 2. He'll look to throw. A hit as he throws there, incomplete. Problems on 3rd down so far in this first half. Relatively small sample size, but they're now 0 for 3.
And the average in the league, somewhere around 40% on 3rd down for offenses. So what's the answer to this? Either convert them or don't get the 3rd down in the first place. Get your big chunks of yards on 1st and 2nd down.
They'll look to run with Vaughn. And he'll take it into the end zone for a touchdown. Deuce Vaughn with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Wizards' decision to go for it pays off with 6 points. Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is up to 8. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And that last drive was very, very balanced, pretty methodical. You think they go that route again?
I'm always of the school that until they stop me from doing something, I'm going to continue. And I think that that's exactly what they'll look to do. But the beauty is the balance that they've created sets up opportunities for big plays. Looks like a run, turn it into a play action, and throw one deep.
A 2nd down pass play there, but it's incomplete.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
They go play action with Richardson. Rolling to his right. And incomplete. He had nowhere to throw, so he just tossed it away. But that brings up fourth. So after 3 drives and 3 touchdowns combined between these two clubs, finally we get a defensive stop.
Yes, and welcome to the party, defensive players. And glad to have you, because for a while there, it almost felt like it was 11 going downfield on air. Okay, so to be able to have someone come up, make a stop, now we got a football game going.
Nice punt, but good work on the return to get back 11 yards. And they will take over 1st and 10. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. The last time out, they had to march almost the full length of the field for their touchdown. So here, much easier, Charles, with this better starting field position.
I love your sarcasm, but I love even more your observation, because, look, what they did last time out, now with a shorter field, they should have a lot of confidence that they're going to put more points up on the board.
A 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. Back to throw. Flushed out right. He'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. The escapability in evidence there, is that one good for 15 and a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool as the play broke down. Didn't force a throw, and in the end, got to show off his athleticism with a nice gain to bring up a new set of downs.
And a strong run there as he'll take this all the way down to the 35. And they're going to hurry back to the line now. They go play action here on 1st down. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked by Julian Love. And the Packers are going to take over here at their own 22-yard line.
Let's go now.
About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And with them trailing, there is still enough time to try to string a few plays together and maybe get in the field goal range. And they're able to get this one across the 35. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 25 seconds to go here in half number 1. From all the way up at the 38 now after a good start to the drive.
60 Maverick, 60, 19 Lions.
Here's Richardson to throw. Uncorks one for Davis. That is incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively, because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
Here's 2nd and 10.
18 Rattler, 18 Rattler.
Now it's Richardson. And that is incomplete. Down to 15 seconds now.
Anytime a ball's thrown in the middle of the field that's popped up in the air, I expect someone to catch. It doesn't matter whether it's offense or defense, because there's usually a great amount of bodies in that part of the field. In this case, no one came up with it.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
70 Ranger, 79 Broncos.
Yeah, Richardson yet again. He's got his target. That's complete. But he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. That's a 3rd down conversion of 24 yards there. Nice play.
I don't care how many times we see it. I still get a kick out of watching quarterbacks and receivers do the pass tree in pregame warm-up. But I always remember that when we go to practices, we see that after practices as well. They really tune it up, don't they?
They tune it up. They know why they do it for these situations. 1st down.
And they build that trust, and that's why they're able to find him in this type of a situation.
So the ball moves from 138 to the other as they come up on 1st and 10. Richardson. And this is caught inside the 5. Now whistles and a timeout with 3 seconds left in the first half. So 3 seconds here remain in the half. On is the field goal unit to see about getting 3 points. From the left hash, he'll have to cut this at a tight angle. And his kick is good.
So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
Time for a break. We've hit halftime. 2 quarters down, 2 still remain. We step aside. This is the NFL on EA Sports. Welcome back. Charles and I settled into the booth, ready for quarter number 3. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
Well, Charles, we saw a pretty entertaining first half, close ball game. Remember there toward the end of the second quarter, the opposition scored to take the lead. Now we'll see if these guys can get a score of their own to regain that lead.
Yeah, they want to have that type of a response, don't they? Because they want to find a way to take control of this ball game one more time. Gauntlet's been thrown down.
Well, he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. So they elect to decline it.
And why not? Just go ahead and let the play stand, and they'll take that.
Ready? Panther 11, Panther 11. Hey, check that. Street. Ready?
Richardson to throw off play action.
He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
It's taken a while for this offense to get going. A little creaky at the start, but they're oiled up now. A nice throw there, and they're really putting together a good drive.
Off play action. Richardson.
And he's got it. It's caught for the Packers touchdown.
Gabriel Davis.
A 22-yard touchdown grab.
And the Packers have taken the lead here in this third quarter.
The Packers keeping the offense out there now as they'll go for 2.
60 Bellcat, 60 Bellcat.
Richardson will throw for it.
And he's got it. The try for 2 is successful, and it pushes the lead up to a field goal. So the Packer kickoff team set to go as they will kick this one away.
And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. And he'll be stopped right around where he would have been had he gone down to him. Yards shy of there at the 24. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent is still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
2nd and 9.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Short pass caught by Henry. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
Hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player.
And this is certainly not what you want to see in the final week of the year. We'll be back. They'll look to throw here. He'll fire deep downfield for Lamb. And this is dropped. Oh, it's incomplete. He had a big gainer in his sights, but he could not reel it in. So they bring out their punter as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he gets it away, a directional kick going toward the sideline. And the punt over the side in the air, and the spot will be inside the 35. About set to get this drive started. The Green Bay offense at the line. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out. Looking to repeat that in Charles's defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
57 yards rushing now on 8 carries for him so far. Richardson to the air on first down. This is caught. It's Christian Watson.
And they're going to be set up down around the 15-yard line.
When they've needed a play this year, he's certainly been the guy to deliver, and as this season has gone on, he's been awfully consistent and sometimes spectacular.
They'll run on first down. Castle. Credit him with a 1-yard gain there to make it 2nd and 9.
Just not a whole lot of room to operate there on that carry.
No, not at all. They did a really nice job staying in their proper places and not allowing any lanes to open up.
Inside 4 minutes to go, third quarter. On second down, Castle. And they get to him quickly here as he stopped right around the 13. 2 runs in a row, but only 2 yards to show for it.
Brandon, we talk all the time about those hybrid players, guys who can do more than one thing. And I think if you're playing strong safety in the NFL today, you are a true hybrid. Part linebacker, part cover guy.
And coming up, sticking his... And he's not able to get away. Sacked back at the 22. The safety blitz turns out to be a great call defensively as they sack him for a loss of 9. And it's a wobbler, but he does get it to go as it creeps over the bar. And they stretch the lead to 6. It's 20-14 now. So not the most convincing of kicks, but he got it to go.
Yeah, from a short distance, you expect a little bit more out of that kick, but the bottom line is what?
3 points.
3 points. Doesn't matter how it looked. It still counts the same.
And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Cost him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive.
And Charles, a very uninspired effort. The last time we saw them out there was a quick 3 and out, then they punted the football.
Yeah, and you never want to get stopped so soundly during this series, but what would be even worse now is letting it happen again right here. They've got to get going.
Rashawn Gary just would not be denied. That's a loss of 7. Now following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a 2nd down and 17. They're going to look to throw.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he's going to get this one across the 30-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
It's a gain of 17 yards. First down, Wizards.
He'll drop to throw. Packer pressure, and down he goes. Rashawn Gary picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
And that's his 2nd sack in this one.
And you just can't ask a defensive end or an edge rusher to play any better than what we're seeing right now. And, partner, it's still just the 3rd quarter. I'm thinking he's not done yet. Even if he's not getting a sack, he's bringing a lot of pressure to the pocket.
Now this one to his tight end out on the right side. So 8 yards on the completion there, and that'll make it 3rd and 13.
So much goes into a successful play, doesn't it? How about that play action there, freezing the defense just enough to bring the tight end free downfield for the completion.
Third down and 13.
Now back to throw. And that is incomplete.
Good work there to force the incompletion and 4th down. Normally, it'd be a quick change for the punt return unit, but this offense has converted twice on 4th down so far, so you may want to double-check things there and make sure they're actually going to kick the football.
Taken in at the 22. Escapes the defender.
For a solid punt, but also a nice return there of 14 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway.
And they're not going to play this conservative, I don't think. They had the field goal last time, and they're up, but they're looking to put a drive in the end zone.
Oh, I agree with you totally. No one goes out on the field and says, all right, let's just settle for 3, except in certain situations, try to ice the game, that sort of deal. Most of the time, it's end zone, and that's what you're thinking, and I believe that's exactly what they're thinking as they begin this one.
Yeah, no quarterback ever goes up for something. On 1st down, Castle. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. Moving backwards on 1st down, never a good thing. What does that do for the mindset on 2nd down?
Well, it changes your play call, definitely, because as a play call, you're advancing yourself thinking, okay, we're going to get a gain here. Now you've got to go back in reverse, come up with something to pick up not just the yardage lost, but gain a few extra.
As he's got this down inside the 40 to the 39.
64 yards rushing for him now to this point.
And this offense on 3rd down today, they've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. The kicker here, it's complete. And they're able to get this one past the 30 down to the 25. A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a 1st down.
And that certainly appears to be a critical conversion right there, because not only do they keep the drive going, they take valuable time off the clock as well. They have to feel really good about that last completion.
DeMar being overshown, the one to bring him down.
Well, sometimes you just have to give credit to the defense. Great job there at the point of attack, holding up. They won their battles at the line of scrimmage, left him no space to try and run. A really nice job swarming to the ball carrier.
On 2nd down now, Castle. He's able to work free for about 6 down to the 18. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
And he's brought down. 60 catches for him now on the year. This last one, a 1st down. They'll try to run this one in. And that play going absolutely nowhere as he's belted before he could get out of the backfield. That's going to go as a loss of 4, and it'll be 2nd down.
At the 5-yard line.
Richardson off the play fake.
Dancing to his left. And he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes.
Micah Parsons able to get in there for his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
This is a little hard for me to compute because I'm watching sack after sack happen. but somehow they're still behind in the game. I would expect all of this defensive pressure to translate to them taking a...
And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted.
Picked off by DeMarvion Overshown.
And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. The interception sets them up with an opportunity to erase this fourth quarter deficit. And this series could very well determine our outcome. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9. Now keep in mind, if you're thinking of staying on the ground, this is a top 5 rush defense.
Yeah, but I don't think you shy away totally with the run. At least show them the hint of a run before you decide to throw the football.
2nd and 9 now.
He's got Slayton on the slant.
And able to get it across the 20 before they get to him. Second catch for him today, and it'll wind up a first down.
And here we are in the fourth quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
Up the middle, it's Vaughn.
And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. They'll set up to throw. Escaping the pressure right. And a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on.
Well, they'll accept that penalty, and that'll, of course, move the football up the field. All 3 timeouts plus the 2-minute warning. Here's 1st and 10. Vaughn, they'll try the left side.
And flags come in as he gets forward for about 3 yards. And let's check on the call.
All right, so they got that one, Charles, against the center.
And let's remember how difficult it is for the center, because remember, he's got to snap the ball to put the play in motion, and sometimes you got that big guy on your nose. You got sometimes where he's coming at you at an angle. It's a difficult job for him to snap the ball and then execute his block.
There's a short one to the tight end, Johnson.
And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds.
I know sometimes we can get fooled when we watch him make catches, as we just saw him do there, because he really looks like a wide receiver the way he goes about his business.
Yeah, 230, 240 range.
Yeah, not super huge. Maybe not counted on to be that inline point-of-attack blocker that we used to have in the good old days. But you can flex him out. You can run wide receiver routes with him. You can make him a primary target, and that's how he'll shred a defense.
And the Toronto first down.
Here's 1st and 10. Out of the gun, it's a give to Vaughn. And good vision there as he's across midfield and down to the 45-yard line.
That's exactly what they were looking for. If they get another gain like that, they'll be right there in field goal range.
And the tension building.
Plenty of time. All 3 timeouts still remain. Here's 1st and 10 now. Staying on the ground with Vaughn. And he gets forward up the middle, but only for a couple. It'll be 2nd down.
They're making steady progress, but I see your face. You're worried about that clock.
I'm worried about the clock, and at some point, you have to have a splash play in there as well.
Back to throw. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete. This pass rush, they've been excellent all game long, and another example of it right there in the closing moment.
Not only with the pass rush, but how well they're coached, because if you don't quite get there, get to the quarterback, get your hands up into the passing lane and knock it away as we just saw there.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge, and it's going to bring up 4th down.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, Let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining, and this 10-play drive winds up yielding nothing. About set to get this drive started, the Green Bay offense at the line. And this game not quite in hand yet. We'll likely see all 3 timeouts defensively and then reassess where we are. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with just over 40 seconds to go in the game.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
So 2nd and 9, and you'd have to figure just about all 11 probably crashing the line here.
60 Maverick, 60 Maverick.
Here's Richardson. That is intercepted.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
They'll come up 1st and 10 here.
They'll look to throw.
Able to find Gallup. And he's going to get out of bounds with the 1st down. So that's going to double their pleasure for sure. They get the 1st and save a timeout.
That's what they need right now. Get the 1st down, get out of bounds, stop the clock.
Just playing smart football, understanding the situation, making the plays necessary, and making sure that clock stops at every opportunity.
This is caught inside the 15. And he's brought down after a very nice gain.
Oh, what a play. You got to use one of those timeouts.
Now another timeout called for by the offense as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock.
Well, this offense still has the 1 timeout here, remember. 1st and 10.
Back to throw. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete. There have been quite a few plays they might look back on and say, we really have hurt ourselves, and that was another example.
And this is late-game execution. Everything on the line, so it all has to come together properly. The throw is made. Where's the catch? Got to catch in that spot.
He's back to throw. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. And a great game comes down to this. Time for one play, and they've got to get it in the end zone.
I want every cover guy I've got in the game on defense. Every extra defensive back who can make a play on the football. So whether it's nickel, dime, quarter, whatever you want to call it, I want 5, 6, 7 guys back there.
One final shot. They'll look to throw. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. A costly sack. They'll have to use a timeout here. And barring a defensive penalty, they'll be looking at one final play. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. extra point away from winning this football game.
Well, that's the one they had to have. Put them in a position where they're tied up, but I got to get out of the way. We still got an extra point that's pretty crucial.
That's right, just one more element to complete the victory. The kick is good, and can you believe this? They win it with zeros on the clock. Well, this was a game we'll have in the memory banks for a while. The winning touchdown at the end, and then they had to get that extra point. You know, the knees were shaking, but he put it through, and boom, a dramatic victory.
And just remember, prior to 2015, that extra point almost felt routine, didn't it? Like it was a fait accompli. But when we moved it back to the 15, now the drama kicked in.
I've been going hard from the night into the daylight, telling them all that yesterday's price is not the same price. Eating up West for breakfast, I can tell you what it tastes like. Wake up and I see red and I still don't got no brake lights. Yeah, feeling super fly. I look in the mirror, see ambition in my eyes. Got more than one formula, they love the way I drive. Yeah, I've been a prize, there's no need to be surprised. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Baby, I'm a go-getter, go-getter. Yeah, you better go figure, go figure. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Boy, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that. Try and get a big stack in my bag. Yeah, you know I'm getting to it, it's like that, Hey, never feeling the pressure, please not at all. I walk in when it's crunch time, leaves in the fall. Woman on me, only hit my name on a roll call. It's like there is no ground beneath my feet, I got no flaws. Still humble, but just don't get it confused. You know who I am, there's no need to introduce. I am one of one, they can't stand it, but it's true.